Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Ramadan Mubarak. Ramadan has come and gone so quickly this year. It's unbelievable. Hope you guys have reaped the maximum reward this month has to offer. I've had the pleasure of reading my Taraweeh namaz in this masjid behind an amazing young Hafiz with absolutely amazing voice. And today, during the Eid al-Fitr prayer, I've had the pleasure of listening to his sermon. Please keep us in your du'as and enjoy this sermon. Eid Mubarak to everyone.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو عالم الغيب والشهادة هو الرحمن الرحيم. هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس هو الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر سبحان الله عما يشركون. هو الله الخالق البارئ المصور له الأسماء الحسنى يسبح له ما في السماوات والأرض وهو العزيز الحكيم. صدق الله العظيم. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله كثيرا وسبحان الله بكرة وأصيلا. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي آمين يا رب العالمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. أما بعد. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. It's Takbir Tashriq that we are reciting on the day of Eid, on the way here. It is to show our gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our creator, for the blessings that He has given us in our life. All the blessings, including the blessing of Ramadan, which has just been completed by us. For Him to allow us to witness an entire month of Ramadan, a month that many have not been able to see, who have passed away in this previous year. This is another big blessing that we have been given. And all the blessings that we have in our life. Always having shelter, always having clean food and water. All the blessings we have. And the best way to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with our words, with our hearts, saying, adhkar that glorifies Allah Azza wa Jal. So we say Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. We are praising how great Allah Azza wa Jal is. We are saying that He is the greatest, He is greater than everything. We are saying that there is no God but Allah. When we say La ilaha illallah, we clarify first, there is no God but Allah. Otherwise, if we just say we believe in Allah, there are some that believe in Allah and many other religions and many other gods. We say no, nothing but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. During the month of Ramadan, we have all done so many good actions, so many good deeds, such as fasting every single day, reciting Quran, praying Taraweeh every single night, praying Fajr in Jama'ah after praying Isha in Jama'ah. We have done all these good deeds, and the idea is to carry on these good deeds after the month of Ramadan. This is the main struggle that we all have, because the month of Ramadan is just the month of training. The month of Ramadan is not the month of ibadah, and then the rest of the 11 months there is no ibadah, there is no worship. The month of Ramadan is just a training month for us to up our game for the entire year. This is what Ramadan is for us. It's not the month where you just do as much as you can and then that's it, you abandon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah does not need us, we need Him, we need to praise Him. He is the one who grants us the blessings. So we must show our gratitude to Allah by worshipping Him. This is how we show our gratitude, by worshipping Him. So one of the ways, of course, is by saying the adhkar as we are doing now. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes mention in Surah Al-Mulk, الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. He mentions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who created life, and He is the one who created life and death to see who is the best in good deeds. So our entire purpose in this dunya, in this temporary world, is to just solely worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let this be a reminder that why we are here in this world, because we all get caught up in our daily lives and we forget our true purpose. This is the purpose of the reminders that we have every week on the Jumu'ah Salah. That's why you're supposed to go early to listen to the reminders, and then you try your best to act upon those reminders throughout the entire week. And throughout the month of Ramadan, this has been a reminder. The entire month of Ramadan is a reminder to us why we exist and how do we worship Allah. And Ramadan reminds us, we worship Allah by staying awake in the last third of the night. It reminds us that we should be fasting as much as possible. We should be reciting Quran as much as possible. We're supposed to be spending time with the family, eating together as much as possible, keeping things simple as much as possible. This Ramadan, every Ramadan reminds us of our existence. This is what Ramadan does for us. It reminds us for one entire month so we can continue for the entire year. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. How do we achieve happiness in this dunya? Can we achieve happiness in this dunya, or is it just for the akhirah? We can achieve happiness in the dunya by doing one of many few things. The first one is always trying to seek the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever we do it with the correct intention, with a clean intention, and we do it for the sake of Allah. Number 2 is always being grateful for what you have. It's very important. Always being grateful for what you have, appreciating what you have, and leading on to the next one of not being jealous of others. Looking at others, what they have, whether it be a famous person, whether it be another family member, always comparing yourself to them and seeing what they have. It could be a friend. Comparing yourself to them, you stop appreciating what you have in your own life. And this is very dangerous. We are all sitting here today, mashallah, the weather's amazing, temperature's good, we are under a rooftop, we're all wearing clean clothes, we all had clean water to bathe. Enough blessings, I can't name all of them. So we have all these blessings, but we compare ourselves to others and we become jealous of others and our hearts become dark. So this is very important to remember, for us to be grateful for what we have, and Allah has given some more. There's no need to be jealous of them. The same way Allah has given us more to us than to others, we appreciate it and we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. Good deeds will be our companion in the grave. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, يَتْبَعُ الْمَيِّتَ ثَلَاثًا. 3 things follow the deceased to the grave. فَيَرْجِعُ إِثْنَانِ. 2 of them return. وَيَبْقَى وَاحِدٌ. 1 of them remain in the grave with the deceased. يَتْبَعُهُ أَهْلُهُ وَمَالُهُ وَعَمَلُهُ. فَيَرْجِعُ أَهْلُهُ وَمَالُهُ وَيَبْقَى عَمَلُهُ. So 3 things go with him to the grave, 2 things return, 1 thing remains. And the 1 thing that remains with us is not our best friend, is not anything that was close to us in this dunya, but rather it is our good deeds. So all of the times that you recited the Quran, all of the times that you prayed long standing up, all of the times you helped your parents, your mother, your father in doing things, these are all good deeds. These good deeds will come back for you. That's when they return the favor in the grave. They come back for you to save you. So this is a reminder for us to really stack up on these good deeds, for it will help us in the time that we need it, when we're in the grave 6 feet deep. Our whole life we are chasing the wrong things. You know, I'll give an example of a treadmill. You know, when you're on a treadmill, you could be walking, you could be running, but you're not actually going anywhere, you're in the same place. In the same way, when we are chasing this dunya, it's not really doing anything for us. It's temporary happiness. Once we get one thing, we just chase the next thing. We are not going anywhere. So this is why we need to remind ourselves that we are always on this treadmill when we are chasing the dunya, and we need to get off the treadmill and wake up and chase the akhirah instead. This is very important. And the most important lesson that we learn from the month of Ramadan is our true potential. Our potential to fast every single day for 30 days is Ramadan, 30 days. Our potential to recite Quran and to wake up. And the reason why this is important all year round, everyone tells themselves, I can't do it. This is hard. I can't stand up and pray. I can't pick up the Quran. But in Ramadan, somehow, it's of course a month of blessing, but we are all able to do that. So this is a reminder to us that we do have the ability to do all of these good actions all year round. If we can do it for 1 entire month. Ramadan isn't 1 day or 1 week, it's 1 month. And as we know, many have done studies that say it takes 21 days to create a good habit, to create any habit. So for us to do that, not for 3 weeks, but 4 weeks, 20 or 30 days, 29 to 30 days every year, this has created a good habit within us, and we can easily carry on throughout the entire year if we choose to. So the whole purpose of doing these long reminders on the day of Eid is before it's too late and people start going on the wrong track. Ramadan has just ended. We have not done nothing bad. So it is important for us to carry on these good actions now before we start to get caught up in our lives. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the tawfiq to carry on these good habits that we have done throughout the month of Ramadan and to refrain from bad habits. Ameen. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar,
One line empty. One line empty. Go on the phone. Go phone, please. One line empty. Please come on.